Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. James Whitaker, and I've been practicing urology and men's health for over 25 years. Today, I'm going to share something with you that will completely shatter everything you think you know about masturbation and prostate health. What I'm about to reveal is so shocking that the medical establishment has been trying to keep it quiet for years. There's a question that echoes in the private corners of the internet, in late-night search histories, and in quiet conversations between men who are too embarrassed to ask their doctors. It's a question surrounded by myths, anxiety, and a dangerous amount of misinformation that's been circulating for decades. What really happens to your body, specifically your prostate, if you masturbate every single day? The whispers you've heard online might suggest it's dangerous, that it can cause severe damage, chronic inflammation, or even worse consequences that could haunt you for the rest of your life. The fear-mongering is real, and it's causing unnecessary panic among millions of men worldwide. But what does the actual science say? What do the world's leading researchers and medical institutions really know about this deeply personal topic? Well, I'm going to tell you the absolute truth today, backed by groundbreaking research that will completely change how you think about this subject. And I promise you, the answer is genuinely shocking, and it is almost certainly not what you have been led to believe. In fact, what I'm about to reveal to you will probably make you question everything you thought you knew about male health and wellness. Stick with me because you won't want to miss this life-changing information that could literally transform your understanding of your own body and potentially save your life. Understanding the prostate, the mysterious gland. To truly understand the shocking reality of what daily masturbation does to your prostate, we first need to get intimately acquainted with the key player here, the prostate gland itself. And let me tell you, this small gland is far more important and complex than most men realize. So what exactly is this mysterious organ that sits hidden inside your body? Put simply, the prostate is a small, walnut-sized gland that's a crucial part of the male reproductive system. But don't let its size fool you. This tiny gland packs an enormous punch when it comes to your overall health and well-being. Its main job is to produce the fluid that nourishes and transports sperm, what we know as seminal fluid or semen. This fluid makes up about 30% of your ejaculate and contains essential nutrients, enzymes, and proteins that keep sperm healthy and mobile during their journey to fertilize an egg. The prostate sits strategically positioned just below the bladder and in front of the rectum, wrapped around the urethra like a donut. This location means that any problems with your prostate can immediately affect your ability to urinate normally, which is why prostate issues often first show up as bathroom problems. For such a small gland, typically weighing only about 20 grams in healthy young men, it plays an absolutely massive role in a man's health, especially as he gets older. The prostate continues growing throughout a man's life, and by age 60, it can be significantly larger than it was in youth. And because it's so important to male health and sexual function, it's also the source of tremendous anxiety for millions of men worldwide. You've probably heard some of the terrifying claims yourself. The myths that terrorize men. The myths that circulate in locker rooms, on internet forums, and in whispered conversations between friends are absolutely terrifying. They suggest that frequent masturbation can literally wear out your prostate, grinding it down like an overused machine until it breaks down completely. Others claim that daily masturbation can lead to chronic inflammation, a painful, debilitating condition known as prostatitis that can make urination agony and destroy your quality of life. Some even suggest that frequent ejaculation can somehow damage the delicate tissues of the prostate, creating scar tissue and permanent dysfunction. But perhaps the most frightening myth of all is the one that keeps men awake at night with worry. The terrifying suggestion that frequent masturbation could somehow increase your risk of developing prostate cancer, one of the most common and potentially deadly cancers affecting men. These fears are completely understandable when you consider the facts. Prostate cancer affects approximately 1 in 8 men during their lifetime, making it the second most common cancer in American men after skin cancer. Every year, over 190,000 men in the United States are diagnosed with prostate cancer, and more than 33,000 die from the disease. So when you hear suggestions that something you're doing regularly, something that feels natural and normal, might be increasing your risk of this deadly disease. It's absolutely terrifying. The anxiety can be overwhelming, leading to sleepless nights and constant worry about every sensation in your pelvic area. For decades, these fears went largely unchallenged in the medical community. They were often dismissed as old wives' tales or moral warnings disguised as health advice. Remnants of Victorian-era thinking that viewed masturbation as inherently unhealthy or morally wrong. But then something remarkable happened. Researchers at one of the most prestigious medical institutions in the world decided they were tired of speculation and fear-mongering. They decided to stop guessing and put these persistent myths to the test with the kind of massive, long-term scientific study that could finally provide definitive answers. What they discovered didn't just challenge the myths, it absolutely demolished them and turned everything we thought we knew about masturbation and prostate health completely upside down. So what is this earth-shattering secret that the scientific community discovered? What did decades of rigorous research finally reveal about the relationship between masturbation and prostate health? The landmark study I'm talking about comes from a place you've definitely heard of, Harvard University, specifically the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. When Harvard speaks about medical research, the entire world listens, and for good reason. This wasn't some small-scale survey conducted over a few months with a handful of volunteers. This was a massive, comprehensive investigation that followed nearly 32,000 men for almost 2 decades, meticulously tracking their lifestyles, health behaviors, and medical outcomes. The researchers collected detailed information about every aspect of these men's lives, their diets, exercise habits, family medical histories, stress levels, and yes, their sexual behaviors, including frequency of ejaculation through both masturbation and partnered sex. When the data was finally analyzed after years of careful follow-up, the results were absolutely stunning. They were so unexpected, so contrary to popular belief, that they literally redefined our understanding of male sexual health. Here's the earth-shattering discovery that shocked the medical world. The study found that men who reported a higher frequency of ejaculation had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Let me say that again because it bears repeating, and I want you to fully grasp the implications. More frequent ejaculation was linked to a dramatically lower risk of prostate cancer. The numbers were specific, statistically significant, and impossible to ignore. Men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month, that's about once every 1.5 days, had up to a 33% lower risk of getting prostate cancer compared to men who ejaculated only 4 to 7 times per month. Think about what this means. We're not talking about a small, insignificant difference. A 33% reduction in cancer risk is absolutely massive in medical terms. To put this in perspective, many breakthrough cancer drugs are celebrated if they can reduce risk by just 10 to 15%. This finding is the complete opposite of the old fears and myths. Far from being harmful, the evidence pointed to a powerful protective effect that could potentially save thousands of lives every year. Now you might be thinking, this seems too good to be true. Could this just be a statistical fluke or an error in the research? That's exactly what other scientists thought when these results were first published. But this wasn't a one-time finding. The results have been validated and supported by multiple independent studies, including a major Australian research project that followed over 2,300 men and found remarkably similar protective effects. Additional research from institutions around the world has consistently shown that men with higher ejaculation frequencies have better prostate health outcomes across multiple measures. Not just cancer risk, but also reduced rates of prostatitis and better overall prostate function as they age. The consistency of these findings across different populations, different countries, and different research methodologies makes the evidence overwhelming and impossible to dismiss. So the big question that every man wants answered is, why? How could something so simple, so natural, have such a profound impact on the health of the prostate gland? Scientists have developed several compelling theories, and they all make perfect biological sense when you understand how the prostate actually functions. The first and most widely accepted explanation is often called the prostate stagnation hypothesis. Think of your prostate's internal structure as a complex network of tiny tubes and chambers, like an intricate plumbing system. The theory suggests that regular ejaculation acts like a powerful flushing mechanism for this delicate system. Each time you ejaculate, you're essentially giving your prostate a thorough cleaning, washing away old cells, built-up secretions, and potentially harmful substances or carcinogens before they have a chance to accumulate, cause inflammation, and potentially trigger the cellular changes that lead to cancer. It's like regularly cleaning out the pipes in your house to prevent blockages and corrosion. Without regular flushing, toxic materials can build up and cause serious problems over time. The second theory revolves around cellular health and the natural process of cell replacement that occurs throughout your body. Every single day, millions of cells in your body die and are replaced with new healthy ones. This process is called cellular turnover, and it's essential for maintaining healthy tissues. However, every time a cell divides to create a replacement, there's a tiny chance of a genetic error, a mutation that could potentially lead to cancer if it occurs in the wrong place at the wrong time. The hypothesis here is that frequent ejaculation promotes a healthier, more efficient cycle of cellular turnover in the prostate. It encourages the prostate to replace old, potentially damaged cells with new healthy ones more regularly and efficiently, reducing the opportunity for cancerous cells to take hold and multiply. The third biological mechanism connects to stress reduction and inflammation control. We know from extensive research that chronic inflammation is a major risk factor for many types of cancer, including prostate cancer. Chronic stress leads to elevated levels of inflammatory chemicals in your body, creating an internal environment that's more favorable for cancer development. The act of ejaculation triggers the release of powerful stress-reducing hormones and chemicals, including endorphins and oxytocin, which help lower your body's overall stress response. By reducing stress levels through regular ejaculation, you might also be lowering your body's chronic inflammatory response, which naturally contributes to creating a healthier internal environment for the prostate and all your other organs. When you put all these mechanisms together, the science paints an incredibly clear and compelling picture. Regular ejaculation, whether achieved through sex with a partner or through masturbation, appears to play a significant protective role in maintaining optimal prostate health through multiple biological pathways. Mechanical cleaning that flushes out potentially harmful substances, enhanced cellular renewal that prevents damaged cells from accumulating, stress reduction that lowers chronic inflammation, hormonal optimization that supports overall prostate function. It's a powerful combination of protective effects working together to keep your prostate healthy and functioning optimally throughout your life. Now, that science is absolutely incredible for understanding long-term health and cancer prevention. But I know that for many of you watching this video, the concern isn't just about preventing cancer decades in the future. You're dealing with frustrating prostate-related symptoms right now that are affecting your quality of life every single day. I'm talking about waking up multiple times every night to urinate, disrupting your sleep and leaving you exhausted the next day. That constant, annoying feeling that you can't fully empty your bladder, no matter how long you stand at the toilet. A weak, hesitant stream that takes forever and makes you worry that others might notice. The urgent need to urinate that hits you at the worst possible moments. If any of that sounds frustratingly familiar, I want to pause for just a moment and share something that could be life-changing for you. There's a fascinating video presentation that reveals a powerful natural remedy based on an unusual Asian spring water formula that specifically targets what researchers have identified as the root cause of these exact symptoms, what they describe as a hidden prostate clog that develops in most men as they age. This remedy is designed to provide fast, noticeable relief for those exact issues that are making your life miserable. Point your phone's camera at the QR code you see on the screen right now to watch this eye-opening presentation. It will open directly on your phone browser. I've also put the direct link as the top pinned comment below this video. Go ahead and open it in a new tab and then come right back because we still have crucial information to cover about the bigger picture of prostate health that every man needs to know. All right, so now let's talk about the complete picture of prostate health and what this groundbreaking research really means for your daily life and long-term well-being. You might be thinking, this is absolutely incredible news. Does this mean that frequent ejaculation is some kind of magic bullet, a guaranteed way to prevent prostate cancer and ensure perfect prostate health for life? And this is where we need to be completely responsible and honest about what the science actually shows us. The answer is, not exactly, but it's still incredibly important. It's crucial to understand that this extensive research demonstrates a very strong correlation between ejaculation frequency and prostate health. But we can't claim direct one-to-one causation with 100% certainty. What does that mean in practical terms? It means that while the protective link is powerful and consistent across multiple studies, there could be other important factors involved in this relationship. For example, it's possible that men who naturally have higher ejaculation frequencies also tend to have other healthier lifestyle habits, better diets, more regular exercise, lower stress levels, better sleep patterns. And it might be this entire combination of healthy behaviors that leads to the dramatically reduced cancer risk we see in the research. The key takeaway is that ejaculation frequency is very likely one important piece of a much larger puzzle when it comes to optimal prostate health. It's definitely not a license to ignore all the other crucial factors that affect your prostate and overall health. Think of frequent ejaculation as one powerful tool in your prostate health toolbox. But remember that you need other essential tools working together to achieve the best possible protection. So what are these other critical tools that every man needs to know about? First and most importantly, your diet plays an absolutely crucial role in prostate health. The foods you eat every day can either support optimal prostate function or contribute to inflammation and increased cancer risk. Diets rich in colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins are consistently linked to better prostate health outcomes in research studies. Specifically, foods containing lycopene, like tomatoes, watermelon, pink grapefruit, and papaya, have shown remarkable protective effects against prostate cancer. The lycopene in these foods is actually more bioavailable when the foods are cooked, so tomato sauce, tomato paste, and cooked tomato products are particularly beneficial. Aim for at least 10 servings of lycopene-rich foods per week. Green tea is another powerhouse for prostate health. The polyphenols in green tea, particularly one called EGCG, have been shown to inhibit the growth of prostate cancer cells in laboratory studies. Try to drink 2 to 3 cups of high-quality green tea daily. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like wild-caught salmon, sardines, mackerel, walnuts, and ground flaxseed, help reduce inflammation throughout your body, including in the prostate. These should be regular parts of your weekly meal planning. Second, regular physical exercise is absolutely essential for prostate health. This isn't just about looking good or feeling strong. Exercise literally changes your internal biochemistry in ways that protect your prostate. Regular physical activity helps you maintain a healthy weight, which is hugely important because obesity is a well-established risk factor for more aggressive forms of prostate cancer. Excess body fat, particularly around the midsection, produces inflammatory chemicals that can promote cancer development. Exercise also improves circulation throughout your pelvic region, ensuring that your prostate receives optimal blood flow and nutrition. It helps regulate hormone levels, particularly testosterone and insulin, which both affect prostate health. You don't need to become a marathon runner or spend hours in the gym. Even 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week, brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or resistance training, can make a dramatic difference in your prostate health and cancer risk. Third, certain lifestyle choices can actively harm your prostate and increase your cancer risk. So avoiding these is just as important as the positive steps you take. Smoking is one of the worst things you can do for prostate health. The toxic chemicals in cigarettes create systemic inflammation and directly damage prostate tissue. If you currently smoke, quitting is the single most important thing you can do for your prostate and overall health. Excessive alcohol consumption is also problematic. While moderate alcohol intake might have some health benefits, heavy drinking increases inflammation and interferes with your body's ability to process hormones properly. Limit yourself to no more than 1 to 2 drinks per day, and consider having several alcohol-free days each week. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, nothing, not optimal diet, not regular exercise, not frequent ejaculation, can replace the critical importance of regular medical checkups and prostate screening, especially for men over 40 or those with family histories of prostate cancer. Early detection is absolutely crucial because prostate cancer in its early stages often has no symptoms whatsoever. By the time you notice problems with urination or other symptoms, the cancer may have already advanced significantly. Talking to your doctor about screening options like the PSA blood test, digital rectal exam, and newer advanced screening methods is the single most effective way to catch any potential problems early when they are most treatable and curable. Don't let embarrassment or fear prevent you from having these conversations with your healthcare provider. Your life could literally depend on it. So let's circle all the way back to our original question that brought you to this video. What does daily masturbation really do to your prostate? The absolutely unbelievable truth, backed by rigorous scientific research from the Urologist, world's most prestigious medical institutions, is that far from being the harmful, dangerous act that myth, fear, and misinformation have made it out to be for generations, frequent ejaculation might actually be one of the simplest, most natural, and most enjoyable things you can do to contribute to optimal prostate health over your entire lifetime. This isn't speculation or wishful thinking. This is hard science based on following tens of thousands of men for decades and analyzing their health outcomes with mathematical precision. Daily masturbation, when combined with a healthy lifestyle and regular medical care, appears to be a powerful ally in the fight for long-term prostate health and cancer prevention. It's not a cure-all, and it's certainly not a replacement for proper nutrition, regular exercise, and routine medical checkups. But the evidence is compelling and consistent. A healthy, active sex life that includes regular ejaculation through masturbation or partnered sex is a partner, not an enemy, in your quest for optimal prostate health. If you found this video valuable and want to see more health myths busted with real, evidence-based science, do us a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps our channel reach more men who need this life-changing information. Make sure you're subscribed and you've clicked the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on men's health, wellness, and the scientific truth behind common health concerns. And now I want to hear directly from you. What other men's health myths have you heard that you want us to investigate and expose with real scientific research? What questions keep you up at night that you're too embarrassed to ask your doctor? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Your question might be featured in our next video and could help thousands of other men get the answers they desperately need. Stay healthy, stay informed, stay curious, and remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your health. I'll see you in the next video with more truth-telling content that could change your life.